Hi, I'm Justin.
And I'm Carly. And this is Dudley.
We've been living in our Class C 2005 RV since October of 2020.
We've been on the road full-time since the beginning of January 2021.
And we've been enjoying every minute of it. This is pretty much our must-have list of items, ranging from light bulbs all the way to WD-40. Alright, our first item on the list is going to be the Igloo 6-gallon water jug. We originally purchased one in the beginning of October off of Amazon, and we just picked up a second one from Walmart, and they were about the same price. And it's really amazing to have just a little bit of extra water, a little bit more peace of mind, and something that I would definitely recommend for full-time RVers.
The next item most people think is mostly just for winterizing your RV, but we find it's handy in any type of weather, also just for privacy, and that's Reflectx.
We found that it was more expensive off of Amazon, and we found it at our local Lowe's, and it was about half the price.
We have it in all of our windows throughout the RV, including the ones in the cab, and not only does it help with retaining our heat if it's cold, it also helps with keeping out the heat if it's very hot outside. It blocks the sunshine. It's also really good for privacy at night so that no one can see that your lights are on inside, and so that outdoor lights don't come in and bother you.
And it's also super easy to cut down, cut to fit to all of your windows, so you can buy pretty much any size roll and then just cut it to all of your windows. Alright, now this next item is a very basic item, but we have really been using it in quite a few places. Now, since we have such a classic RV, there's a lot of hinges and other things that can start to be a little bit squeaky because they are not maybe well maintained, and that product is actually just a simple can of WD-40. Get it at Walmart, Amazon, Lowe's, anywhere. And our fridge, it was squeaky on the hinges. We just put a few squirts on the hinges, move it back and forth, clean up. Not squeaked ever since. We use it on our main door. You can use it in so many places, and it's just something that's really great to have. Even for short trips in full-time RVing, it's a really good, cheap, inexpensive item to get for RV life.
The next item we're going to talk about is pretty important because you never know, especially when you're full-timing, where your water source is going to come from. You always want to double check that it is potable water. However, it's still not guaranteed to be the cleanest. So the next item we're talking about is water filters. We actually have two different water filters that we use. We have an inline water filter that we use when we are filling up our tanks and our jugs, and we just attach it to the spigot, attach the hose to it, and fill as normal. And then before we drink any water or give it to our animals, we also filter it through our pure water jug? Our pure water jug filter as well.
And with having both of those water filters, it really makes the water taste really good, like good water instead of anything that may have heavy chlorine, heavy metals in it. It's good tasting water, which is always a necessity whenever you're on the road. You know, full timing or just a weekend trip, you want to have good tasting water.
Most people don't think about it, but we also, like I said, filter the water for our animals. It's very important to us that they also have clean water.
Definitely.
Like I said, a lot of people don't think about that, but the impurities that are in water can affect them just as it can affect us.
The next item on our list is a fairly inexpensive item that can really update the look inside of your RV, and that is LED lights. Now, most RVs prior to the 2010s are going to have the older light bulbs, and it's really good just to update it with LEDs. They're pretty inexpensive to get, a pack of 20 of them, and you can start replacing everything in the inside. Even some exterior lights use the same light bulbs as the ones that are inside, and they just whiten and brighten the area inside the RV. They are more energy efficient, so they're going to be draining your batteries less when you're running off of your batteries in the middle of night. And it's a lot cleaner of a look, depending, especially if you want to repaint your RV. Everything is gonna pop out a lot more instead of looking so dull and yellowed.
The next few items aren't necessarily essential to RV living. However, we find that they really make it a lot easier living on the road and are definitely beneficial.
And one of those items is actually damp rid. Now, damp rid is really good for taking out musty smelling and just like excess moisture that's in the air. They're pretty inexpensive. You can get them at places like Walmart and just put them in key locations around your RV.
The next item is more for our coffee drinkers. Actually, just for our coffee drinkers.
And tea drinkers.
You could use it for tea.
You can use it for tea.
And that's a coffee pour over. Now, when we were looking into what type of coffee maker to get, we definitely explored the options and decided that a pour over was best for our lifestyle.
Now, this next item is definitely for safety and convenience, because sometimes whenever you find one of these, they don't always work. And that is a portable air pump. Now, the one that we got only costs about $25. We got it off of Amazon, and it is very, very easy to use, and it is very good to have, so you can check the pressure of your tires, and you can add air or take out air at any time with ease of mind. So it's not difficult, and you have to, find a gas station, see if the air pump is working, and also having to pay that extra money too. This is essentially free, and you get to use it at any time. And it's good also if you're bringing anything like a bicycle, you could also fill up the tires on something like that.
The next item we went back and forth about getting before we finally decided we had to have it, and that is a portable blender. We went with one that is wireless, so it just recharges, and I think that it can make like 14 smoothies before it dies. And we use that, actually we've used it as a coffee grinder because we don't have one on the road yet. We also use it for smoothies, juices, anything really we want to blend, and it has worked really good.
And it's also very easy to charge. It's only through a USB cable, so you can plug it in through your engine or even into any of your wall outlets inside of your RV. And it honestly does not take that long to charge. And it's also super easy to clean. Alright, the last item on our list is definitely the most expensive, but we deem it probably the most needed item on this list, honestly, for our lifestyle, because we do a lot of boondocking. And that is having solar. Now, our solar setup is very simple. We only have one solar panel that's 100 watts, and we have 2 house batteries. We originally only had one. It was not good. It was not lasting even through the night, so we had to get a new battery anyway. We decided to go with 2, and a lot of places, they really do charge a lot for solar packages, but the place that we got it at was very reasonable in their price, and they did a very professional job on it, and they were able to tell us things that we didn't know prior about solar. It was very informative and very helpful. And our batteries, they stay charged throughout the entire day. We get to, use our TV, we get to charge our video game systems, we get to plug in our phones, and even things like the portable blender, plug those in and charge them throughout the day. And I also highly recommend getting a inverter. They are easy to get at places like Walmart and Amazon, and it's just so you can, plug in a few extra items and, not have to worry about, maybe converting it to different charging means. Alright, our little bonus item is actually PooPourri, and it just really helps on the
smell in the bathroom.
Yeah, the odor control, because honestly with RV tanks, they can get a little bit more smelly than something maybe like a house, so it's definitely something good to have. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to
like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content. Say bye, Dudley.